Hey everybody, today I'm going to discuss with you why you need to stop giving so much, especially when you're with a narcissist. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Natasha Williams and I'm a toxic relationship expert and a personal development coach. Why do you need to stop giving to a man and specifically to narcissists? Well, let me explain how love works. Love is not a one-sided situation. And if you're an empath, you understand that. So what happens is you understand, I give, he gives back. I give, he gives back. And so that's how it works. And that's how we know things to work. The problem is when you're in a toxic relationship, you give and then they don't give back. So in your mind, you think, maybe I didn't give enough. Maybe I wasn't showing my love enough. Maybe I wasn't doing more. And so you give more. And the thing is, because you are impatient, you don't want to wait for him or her to reciprocate. And I'm talking more specifically in this video about women that are with men, because we'll go into detail about why that is later. But basically, so if you're going to give and you don't wait and you are impatient to get the love back, you don't wait, then you give more and they don't give back. So what happens is there's an unequal balance that's happening. So the way that love grows is you give, they give. You say, I love you, they say, no, I love you more. You say, but I love you even more. And they say, but I love you to the moon and back. And that's how love grows. Now, what happens when you're in a toxic relationship, you give, they don't give back. You think you didn't give enough, so you give more. And eventually the scales are totally unbalanced because they cannot catch up with you. They cannot get to a point where they're able to give the amount that you've given. And so what happens is you'll end up feeling depleted. You'll end up feeling like you gave it your all and there was nothing in return. And the thing is, because you are a giving person, because you like to help others and you feel that others deserve more than you and you don't mind to wait, you gave and you gave and you gave and you reached a point where somewhere in your mind you said, you know, now I must get back. Now it's my turn. And that's only when the penny drops. That's when you realize you're with a narcissist, because you realize he's not giving back. He's not ever had any intention of giving back. And then you discover that when you give your hand, he takes your arm. When you give your arm, he wants the rest of your body. Because to a narcissist, you are the ideal person. They are takers and you're a giver. And there are many, many givers in the world. And so it's very easy to find prey because they just need to ask and they just need to take. Some of them don't even ask and they just take. And because you feel bad, you shrug it under the carpet. You don't really say anything, you don't have boundaries about it, and you just allow it to happen. And this is what happens when you are enabling a situation. Now, how does a bond grow? A bond grows really strong when the love relationship gets to a point like this. That's a positive love relationship. But what happens when you are in a negative bond, a very strong negative bond, is when the relationship is undermining. And so it gets you get a very strong bond, and that's why it's so hard to leave. I will be doing another video on that, on why you stay so stuck and why there's guilt. But for now, I'm just sharing why you need to actually not give. Okay, so that's the first side of things. The second side of it is that you want to kick in a man's protective instincts, a man's providing instinct. Now, if you've listened to any of John Gray, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus author, he goes into quite a bit of detail, but I'll share with you what he discusses. And that is that men actually feel the protective urge when they have testosterone. And so when they are producing testosterone, they want to take care of you. But if you are taking care of them, you're blocking their ability to produce testosterone. You're blocking their ability to give. And so you actually are emasculating them. You're taking away their manhood. And somewhere along the line, they start to feel resentful, and you maybe start to feel resentful because you might have been in a relationship where even if he is the provider, maybe, He might not be giving other kinds of things. He might not be providing support. He might not be helping you with a car or whatever help you need. You've said, it's fine, I will take care of it. I will be in control. I will make sure the bills are paid. I will make sure that everything has happened on time. And so what lands up happening is you take on that role and he doesn't. And you actually start overcompensating for it. And then he falls behind. And to cross that bridge is so big that they actually, first of all, they probably don't want to. But secondly, to cross that bridge is so much, because you know that you can do more, if not quadruple, that a normal person does for somebody. And so you've made it such an impossible task, if they even wanted to. Now here's the thing. You might be with a guy who maybe does want to provide, but you've gone and provided, and you've gone and got in the way. Or you might be with a guy who has no intention whatsoever of providing. And then in which case you are going to be the sole breadwinner, or you're going to be the provider. And that is never the right answer. It is never the way to do things. Now what happens for women is they produce estrogen. And estrogen is what attracts a man to a woman. When he senses that she has estrogen, that is where he wants to have the providing aspect. And you don't have estrogen, you don't produce it when you are under stress, when you are having to be the breadwinner. You don't produce it when you complain. You complain because it's a way to vent, and complaining actually is taken up as a sort of criticism to a man. And so instead of complaining, find a way to make yourself happy. He can't fulfill all the needs that you have. He can't make you happy in every single area of your life. He can make you happy for a while, but it takes the pressure off him, and it takes the pressure off you to have to make one person fulfill all your needs. So I hope this sheds some light on things, and that should take away some of the guilt that you might be feeling that you should be giving, because you will actually block the ability to receive. And I know that you probably know this, but if you only had to breathe in and not breathe out, you would die. And likewise, if you only breathed out and you didn't breathe in, you would die. So you have to have a give and take situation. And if you're in a relationship where you are only doing the one side and the other person's only doing the other side, it is out of balance. And they're not going to start giving. So what you need to do is stop giving. And that allows them a chance to catch up. And that might actually help you to see that you're doing too much. I always say to my people, don't give so much. When you start healing, and when you start healing the way you are in a relationship and having a healthy relationship, you're going to learn that you don't have to work so hard. In fact, it's great. You actually do less work and you're working smarter. So if anybody would like to have a call with me, I show you a roadmap how you can heal your past relationships, how you can stop attracting the same kind of pattern in your life. Because even if you leave one narcissist, you're going to end up finding another. And they will be all around you. They'll be in the workforce, they'll be your friends, they'll be your family. And so to break out of that mold is very doable, but it requires work. So if you'd like to find out more, click on the link below and I will chat with you. It's just going to take you maybe half an hour to show you how it all works. I hope this helped and you have an awesome day.